Certainly looked indeed. Right, well, here we go then. The LALIGA FC Pro Cup Grand Final is underway. Nicolas against the Spaniard Nick. Sevilla against Real Valladolid to be crowned this year's champion. I'm really excited to see how on earth this game is going to unfold. The pace of this game. How is Nick's attacking prowess going to challenge Nicolas, and how's Nicolas going to be able to contain it?
That's a good question. I think we're gonna. I think the most important thing in this matchup is it has probably the most effective build-up, and that leads up to many chances. Is Nick going to be able to stop that build-up, especially with the passes into Bellingham and Stoichkov in this instance?
Well, speaking of Nick, that's all off. Here comes Bellingham down the byline for him early doors. Going to be the first chance to break forward. De Jong chips it up. Is he onside? Cruyff. Yes, he is. Xavi will get in the way. Just on that grab, I feel like one thing that we could probably agree with Nick, he's not one for a clean sheet. He is going to concede goals, but he's going to create a lot of chances and probably outscore your opponent.
So we saw Bellingham was triggering there on the run. Balde as well. You got to press Xavi as Nico did there.
Nicolas looking to get into the box for the first time in this grand final.
Nice press.
Balde does well. Really good call from Nick. Wins it back again. Stoichkov. For Nicolas. Dinks it into Sorloth. Heads it back into Cruyff. Then Nicolas will break the deadlock.
It's difficult to stop there, Brandon, with the cross. I say cross, a lofted pass, dinked into Sorloth and headed down to Cruyff, and he's been the Mr. Reliable in front of goal for Nicolas throughout this competition. He's been the player that's cost a large amount of coins, considering they have a 20 million coin budget. He's someone that he's put the trust into offensively, and he's helped him there.
And Nicolas already showing, Gravison, how he intends to use Sorloth, as many have, just with the knockdown. It's so important.
Especially in that instance against Nick.
Great movement.
Balde does well, outsmarts. Handful of players there. One thing that's interesting about Nicolas's drafted team, as we saw on the draft board, he does use Acuna as an inverted centre mid, really. Bellingham plays as a left back, many use him as a right back. And you'll see time and time again Acuna and Bellingham just link up on this left-hand side. As you're seeing now. Acuna into Sorloth. Is it a second for Nicolas? Pass De Jong! It's 2 in 5 minutes for Nicolas.
Talk to me, Gravison. That is unbelievable from Nicolas.
It all started with Acuna and the pink pass inside the box, but I mean, we haven't seen the croqueta pass really this year at all. But when
the extra pass as well there. De Jong on his left foot puts it into the bottom corner, and Gravison, wow, Nicolas has been outstanding in his first 16 minutes.
Which is interesting because he just played, what, 15 minutes ago? And you would have expected him to just start slowly, but he didn't. I mean, he started fast and strong, really.
Well, this is a really crazy start to this grand final, because it's dangerous. If Nick was to go and concede again, he's suddenly got such a mountain to climb.
Defending.
Yeah, brilliant. It's interesting the way Nicolas attacks with Bellingham. And as I said before, in the quarterfinal, he builds up with Acuna as well, with Sorloth. It's just too many players.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham is one of those as well. Couldn't find Sorloth there.
And the one thing about Nicolas, from seeing him, especially today, Gravison, when he gets out wide, he doesn't really cross it. No, he works down the byline and then works his way in, as we just saw that second goal.
That's the thing. Like, you could have seen Sorloth probably in the other wing if you're going to attack with Bellingham, but he doesn't care about that. He just cares about overloading. And then, I don't know, but Sorloth had many assists for Nicolas throughout the whole tournament.
Neat. Looking for a way back into this one before it gets ugly. Cruyff, couple of step overs. Angles are interchanged with Stoichkov into our step over exit. Went the close near post of the goalkeeper, which was matched up with a save.
Great goalkeeper movement there from Nicolas, preventing a definite goal there from Neat if he didn't move the goalkeeper.
Nice tackle.
That was brave, because if Dion doesn't make that tackle, there was a huge overload on the left-hand side. Oh. Now that's poor touch from Cruyff, gives Nicolas possession back again. If you have just tuned in, this is the LALIGA FC Pro Cup Grand Final. Neat against Nicolas. It was 2 goals in 15 minutes for Nicolas. And it's put him into this very comfortable position.
I'm confident this is the first time that they are playing against each other in a LAN environment. I know they've played against each other online.
I think it was back in 2023 they played in an online qualifier, Gravis, and you'd be absolutely right. Other than that, you are spot on. First time they've played offline, and they meet in a grand final.
It was also the first game between Nicolas and Nacho in a LAN environment, but they played online and Nacho beat Nicolas. I think Neat Nicolas as well, so is he going to get revenge of both? Looks like it.
Sorloff, Xavi, Stoichkov, he's trying to step over his way out of that one, Ryan, but just got bundled.
Yeah, it was well played there from both players, in fairness. Neat with the build-up, Nicolas with the defensive play there from him.
I like this from Nicolas. It's been quick, it's been efficient.
Is he on for a third? Within 30 minutes.
That's all off.
Cheeky chip. There's the flick down. There's Johan Cruyff! It's 3-0 in a grand final with about 32 minutes on the clock.
It's dominant, Brandon and Gravison, and the moment Sorloff jumped up for that header, we both know that, all three of us know that it's almost destined to fall to the feet of another attacker in the box. A little knockdown, and then the winner, the goal, it seems to be, it could put him in a position to win this game. 3-0 is a very advantageous position to be in a grand final.
For me, what's important about this goal, because the first and the third goal was pretty much the same, it's the control.
Yeah.
How he orientates himself.
The turn and then the shot is perfect.
It's perfect because as a centre-back, you're not going to be able to tackle.
Well, you two know better than me. You're in a grand final when you're 3-0 down. Mentally, how are you picking yourself up?
Pause. I mean, first thing you got to do
against
is pause.
Nicolas.
You got to pause because you need to hype yourself up for a bit. You need to talk to your coach. You need to see what's happening probably, because as we can see, there's a lot of stats now when you pause it and you go into the stats of the match. You can see passes, you can see the pressure. So I think he needs to stop the match.
Over the top.
Is this a goal back, or at least a good chance? Power shot faked. 1-2. Blanc is there. I don't know how Nicolas has potentially saved his best performance of the tournament for a grand final.
Just what he does, Brandon. Honestly, it genuinely is what Nicolas does. He always seems to find an extra gear to go up.
Yeah, it's interesting for the people at home that might be watching Nicolas for the first time this weekend. I mean, it's just like he wins some matches in a 2-1, 3-2, 4-3 cushion, and then he goes to the final and he destroys his opponent.
Well, I did speak to him earlier today on the way to the venue, and he did tell me openly and honestly that he just wanted to destroy players. I'll be honest, he did say those words. He said to me at the start of play, I spoke to J.R.A. Lyon, as we could be in for a fourth for Nicolas with Sorloff. No, get rid of that. But basically he said to me yesterday, he spoke to J.R.A., again, they're good friends, he went, I'm going to destroy you. Beat him. Wasn't a destroy performance. Then was openly honest in his next game and said the exact same thing. And then coming into Flippercito today, he went, look, enjoy the game out there, but I'm going to take you down as well. And look, he's backed up all of these performances that he's saying. He seems like he's found this new wave of maybe motivation again to really give this season a go. I mean, look, he was disappointed in the November month when he didn't qualify for the FC Pro Open, didn't get one of those spots there for the weekly competition, and he had to wait 4.5 months to come back in a virtual league with the La Liga. He could be on for 4 here. Acuna. Time the shot, Reds. Cruyff. Added time of 1 minute. Nicolas seems like he gets Nicolas time in these moments. Is the referee still playing on? Oh, that could have been horrible. That could have been horrible. Half-time, Nicolas leads by 3-0. It needs to be a masterclass from Real Valladolid if there is a way to pull this grand final back.
Let's just say if you don't play at your level in a final, I mean, it's the worst night of your life.
Yeah, there's always a way to lose, we always say, especially if you go in knowing that you practice for months on end. You get to that moment and your opponent was just better, but you tried everything, you've done everything you could, but then just to go out on a whimper is always the worst way, and Nicolas is in on goal again.
It could be on for a 4 for Acuna, times it green. If it wasn't for Courtois.
Which one are we going to see? Sorloth? Araujo?
Nicolas, what we got from this set piece? Sorloth!
Wow.
4-0! I think the Iceman might be back.
What a header that is from Sorloth. I thought maybe he's a little bit too far from goal.
He should be scoring that.
Keeper. I think you saved that, Brandon.
Yeah, I've been playing goal, right? I think I could save it. Courtois, I mean, it wasn't even time green, but the angle of it just looked like it was too much. Courtois can't get near him, and things are just getting worse. 4-0, Nicolas leads in his grand final.
I'm confident it wasn't even timed.
It wasn't.
Right? That press
again. Look at Sorloth, and then he's got Cruyff up with him. Sorloth isn't going to get there, though. Militao does enough.
But now the press comes in.
I think it's scary for every competitor left in the La Liga finals in a couple of weeks' time is Nicolas is hitting form. We don't want him to hit form.
And they know their matchups because, I mean, I'm sure they have been trying the goal difference and the seeding.
Yeah.
So there's someone and the crowd in there who knows he's playing Nicolas the first round of La Liga finals. I mean, that has to be scary.
Great ball. Couldn't do enough. It's just very compact there from Nicolas. Another counter-attack. Stoichkov on the run in behind the defence. Can't get past Militao.
For me, it's interesting that Nico is not crossing. He's not player locking into the wing. Like, he's not doing those mechanics that every FC 24 player should be using. He's just keeping with the fundamentals. And it's working out fine for him because he's winning 4-0. No.
He hasn't really been able to do any of his typical play style as well, Graham. So he's not really had a chance to pull out a skill move or two or try and make things difficult. Nicolas could be on for goal number 5 here. Frankie de Jong stopped in his tracks.
He's been defending really well.
Yeah, even there, just tracking or selecting the last defender and running back is
everything.
Incredible.
Everything. The thing is, he's not player switching much, but he's doing it correctly.
Bellingham, Sorloth needs to go now for knee. Stoichkov, nice roulette, matched up with Blanc again.
For example, in this attack, he just stayed with De Jong the whole way, and then when he had to change and switch into Blanc, he did it.
And changed and then manually tackled as well.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, because sometimes you understand me, Ryan, the players switch too much. Yeah,
and that can mess you up. You're just bouncing around, and then sometimes you select the wrong player, and then it leads you to make a mistake.
Nicolas runs it out of play. 30 minutes left, time ticking away. 4 goals needed for Nice.
Brilliant.
Oh,
everybody fighting for Sevilla. I mean, what a position to be in a grand final. 4-0 up with 28 minutes left on the clock.
The thing is, Nid has scored like, what, 4 or 5 goals per game? He hasn't scored once.
And why is that? Obviously, the obvious answer, he's not been able to find the back of the net or really get on the ball, but what's Nicolas done so well?
For me, he's been able to counter the Nid's build-up. So in this instance, he's pressing Xavi, and he'll be able to switch to the left back as well. And defending those things at the same time is quite hard.
Cut back, needs to go now. Oh no, there's one! Still 25 minutes left. And that goal could certainly bring some confidence.
It will bring confidence in this game, whether or not it's enough time, but I would definitely say there is to score 3 goals, 9-minute half, 25 minutes, of course, it's definitely possible, especially if you have the ability like me, and that goal from R9 there sort of gives him that lease of life, and maybe you can see a comeback.
Has to play perfectly.
Yeah.
For the last 25 minutes.
Because it's not just about scoring the 3 goals, it's about not conceding as well. You have to shout out Nicolas, and you're going to end up leaving a lot of gaps defensively.
Ooh. It's a big win back there for Nick.
Oh, he's lost it again.
Doesn't mean too much though, because Nicolas is on him like a rash. They might be on to get a 5th. Cruyff, unbelievable position for Nicolas.
Good keeping movement.
Yep.
Giving it straight back.
Still, back to Stoichkov. It was fastest to react. And Nicolas finds himself a 4-goal cushion once again.
That's a big moment in the game. I feel like the goalkeeper movement from Neat there was superb. It completely confused Nicolas, but then giving it away straight away, trying to clear it out of defence, and Stoichkov makes it count for Nicolas.
For me, what's interesting now is that Nico is not using the direct passing instruction, and I don't think he's...
Is he back to long ball yet or not?
Maybe, because he did try it before, but I don't like the way Nico is playing against the constant pressure, and I think he's not happy either. So it's interesting to see if he's going to change to a 4-2-3-1 formation. He's going to keep playing the same, just change the tactics. Because I remember Nico, when he was leading by a goal, you couldn't attack in the last 15 minutes because the press was too much. Yep. You didn't see the ball. But now he's giving a chance to his opponents, and I'm curious to see if in this final he's going to change something up.
4 goals, 22 minutes. It's a big ask for Nick. And honestly, if you look at all of Nicolas's matches, this is by far been one of his best. From round 1, round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final.
I think it's either this one or the one against Jago, Real Betis. He was dominant in that match as well. Oh, that's a big mistake. He's pressing Xavi every single time with a Stoichkov.
Yeah, he's not letting Neat play his play style at all.
More minutes out of the game. Now it becomes 19 minutes to try and find 4 goals. Nicolas looking for number 6. And what a tournament it's been for him after, as we said, a really rocky group stage. He qualified for this cup on goal difference, which meant that he was able to then qualify for the LALIGA FC programme finals on another day. He's not even here. Towards the back post, if he wants to find it to get one more. It's a bit of a weird angle there for Stoichkov.
Yeah, interesting for him to not knock it down into Cruyff. But I mean, he's leading 4 goals, so you can afford those mistakes.
Xavi. 3 players on him there, Gravison, on an instant.
What a pass. What an awful pass, I must say. Worst pass of the competition, maybe. It goes to Sorloth.
Yuri Pachercho. Sorloth. Back to R9. Stoichkov. Laurent Blanc is there again in the way. I mean, it often goes like this as well, Ryan, off the grand final. It was so tightly contested or occasionally, it's just a blowout.
Yeah, complete blowout, and from start to finish, Nicolas has been dominant. Can he get a goal back here? Yankuto.
Wrong player.
Wrong player, wrong place.
Yeah. Certainly could say that. I mean, look, I don't know about you, gents, but we're 2.5 weeks away from Barcelona and the La Liga Grand Finals. The form that we could be seeing Nicolas coming into that with.
It's interesting to see if he's going to stay here in Spain or he's going to go back to Argentina, because I don't think...
I think he's saying...
We're in Jago's house. After
I think he is.
Sleeping outside.
He told me that he certainly won't be invited in after that performance, will he?
Great ball.
One more pass inside.
The idea was there. I think he meant for Stoichkov, maybe. If he did, I understood that play there. Sorloth with the pace. He's just going to knock it. He's going to be
he's through.
Look at this.
Nicolas to seal the deal now with Alexander Sorloth. Is he goal number 6? Yes, it is. He is cruising towards another trophy.
That pace.
But just back to the point, Nicolas told me today that he's got a flight booked to Buenos Aires, Argentina, on the 28th of La Liga. 28th of this month, which is the day after the La Liga Grand Final. If he was to go and get a top 4 in that tournament, he would then qualify for the Champions League. So he'll be cancelling that flight and staying in Europe for a bit longer. But what I mean on top of that as well, Gramson, he's got 2.5 weeks to grind the game again.
I mean, if he wants to stay at my home...
Is he invited?
He's invited. If he shows me how to play the game. Whoa, this has been a flawless performance in the final. I mean, 6-1, but not only 6-1.
Just the start, wasn't it?
Everything.
2 goals in 15 minutes. Shows the work he's been putting in with his coaches as well. Hammer and Fur, they've really prepared him right for this one.
Again, pace. He's gone.
Is he on for 7?
He's gone.
I think he's on for 7.
Go on.
Alexander Sorloth looking for goal. 7, Nicolas. With a 7-1 win. Looks as if he's going to be crowned this year's La Liga FC Pro Cup champion.
Do you think you're going to try Sorloth at home once you're flying on Monday there?
It's half your points, Brandon.
I mean, there's a few things I've taken from this weekend. One, I can afford Courtois, so Alisson's out, Courtois in, and number 2, I think Sorloth is a very clever buy to anyone that is listening to this broadcast. What he can do for 25k, you'd be silly not to get him on your bench at least.
He's not going to stop, right?
7-1. Nicolas also did say to me earlier today he wants to try and retire players from his performances.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't think Nick will be retiring, and I'm sure there's a lot of mutual respect between the two of them. A 2-time La Liga champion, but he's just met his match in this grand final. We're into added time now. What a run it's been from him. Was fortunate enough to qualify for this competition on goal difference. He's gone through the extra rounds, he's gone through the difficult rounds. He qualified himself for a grand final which kept his FC Pro season alive, and he's on his way to be crowned this year's La Liga FC Pro Cup champion with an 8-1 win.
8-1. Sorloth. I mean,
he's an absolute...
How is Sorloth this fast in the 85th minute?
He's a joke. I can't believe... Obviously, we commend his aerial prowess, but the pace is ridiculous. And Nicolas has just been flawless in this game.
Well, we're waiting for the final whistle, but we can confirm Sevilla will be cup champions here at the La Liga FC Pro in San Sebastian. And what a signing it's been for them, putting pen to paper with the Iceman. Nicolas, who is back to his best. And what timing as well to get into form like this, Gravison.
I mean, this is what we expect from Nico. Coming over to Spain and dominating. He did it in fashion, 8-1 result. He's back with Fer again. He was playing with Juanma for a while. We can see Fer is being sentimental there because, I mean, they did great things together back in 2022. Runner-up World Championships. I mean, ECL champions of the world as well. I mean, those two when they're together, how can you stop them?
Come on, Nicolas, crack a smile, man. Just a little smile at least, Nicolas. Just one, just something.
He might give us a smile when he lifts the trophy.
Just one, just something small, Brandon.
Oh, little smile. No, Nicolas.
No smile.
Well then, this is his moment. We haven't seen him It's not been the best start to his FC Pro season, but he's in the conversation still, and he's on fine form. Heading into the La Liga Grand Final, there is one man that stands above the rest. The Iceman, he's back on land, he's back to his best, and he will be crowned champion of the La Liga FC Pro Cup for this year. A massive congratulations to Sevilla. He has done enough.
We have Ainhoa Aldasoro-Langa, Head of Innovation and Competitiveness of the San Sebastian Economic Development Agency, giving the trophy to Nico as he's lifting it.
Champions of the La Liga FC Pro Cup, Nicolas might just be back at his best again.